These clients that you're talking to now, the reason why you want to earn their trust, the reason why you want to prove that you're a professional is because you want them to go and boast about you and how good you are. What's up, Real Estate Nation? If you are a realtor and you want to take your conversion to a level, you want to watch this video, okay? Because one of the things that you want to prove to the client that is sitting across from you is that you are the professional. A better way to say that is you want to earn their trust. And I think walking them through the mortgage process is the best way on showing them how good you are at everything real estate, not just opening lock boxes and showing houses. So today, I'm gonna teach you everything mortgages so your clients think you're a superstar. Before I do, boom, hit that subscribe button, give me a like so it motivates me to give you guys some free value, because that's what I wanna do. I wanna educate the real estate agent world because people did not educate me properly when I was a young man in this industry. Okay, so without further ado, here we go. Let's talk about mortgages. So too often real estate agents refer their business to mortgage brokers, which they should. Those are your affiliates. But before you hand them off to your key associates, which is your mortgage broker, your lender, your banks, whichever people that are most important to you in your network, warm your clients up. Walk them through the whole process, because in my 16 years of selling now, I'll tell you something, most clients don't know exactly how a mortgage works. And when you explain to them how a mortgage works, that's a perfect segue of getting into why you should get your mortgage first and maybe not put in a financing clause, especially if you're in a hot market. So how do mortgages work? And here are some key points you can share with your client. First thing you want to tell them, you want to say, Mr. and Mrs. Client, there's 4 key criteria when a bank or a lender looks to approve you for a mortgage. They're going to look at your household salary. So if it's a couple, it's going to be a combined salary. If it's a single person, a single salary. Okay? So they're going to look at whoever's on the mortgage, their salary. The next thing they're going to look at is their down payment. How much of their own money are they going to put into the property? The more money they put in, the more comfortable the bank feels on lending money, okay, if they want an A lender. Next thing we're gonna look at is credit, all right? That's number 3. They're gonna look at your credit. Now, the better your credit, the better your application. And then this is the one that most people forget about, but you wanna get into number 4, which is your liabilities. They're gonna look at the applicant's liabilities, meaning how many cars are there owned, what's the total payment on the car, do they have any line of credits, what's the credit card balances like, and what are those monthly payments. So what you're gonna explain to your potential client at this point is that they take these 4 key criteria and they put it into a system. The system that's usually used here and around my area is called FileLogic, so I'll actually say that. I'll say they take this 4 key criteria and they put it to a system called FileLogic, okay? I would actually find out what your lenders and banks are using to process these applications in the area that you are a professional in, because it makes this sound so much better, okay? So let's get back to it. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna take your criteria and they're gonna put it into a system called FileLogic. And FileLogic is going to spit out 2 numbers, your GDS and your TDS. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Client, what that stands for is your gross debt service ratio and your total debt service ratio. Now, depending on where you guys are and where you guys live, those ratios are gonna be different. But for us here, your GDS, or your gross debt service ratio, is up to a maximum of 39%. TDS, total debt service ratio, is 44%. So when the lenders look at the GDS, or in this case the 39%, what they're saying is only a 39% of your household income can be going toward your household expenses. Pretty simple. Whereas when they look at your TDS, that could be a maximum of 44%. What they're saying is your total expenses, your household, say you have some credit card payments or some car payments, cannot be over 44% of your household income. okay? So that's where those ratios come in. It is very important that you explain this to your client. You know what I'm saying? Because then the client knows that you're the expert. You get their attention, they know you're an expert, and therefore they're going to trust you more. And if they trust you more, the easier your sales process will be, the entire sales process. So when they're asking you for price or all that kind of stuff. But more importantly, remember, in your initial conversation or any conversations, whether it's a lead, prospect, or client, you want to be thinking of your raving fans, okay? What do I mean by that? These clients that you're talking to now, the reason why you want to earn their trust, the reason why you want to prove that you're a professional is because you want them to go and boast about you and how good you are and how much you know. So they tell their friends and family about you, okay? So you always want them to be talking about your referrals, because the best agents have the better referral marketing systems. If you have a book of business that is constantly giving you referrals, you have the best ROI. Your referrals are going to be the best ROI because you're not getting these leads from billboards. If you get a lead from a billboard or a radio ad, for example, yeah, you made so-and-so amount commission, but you have to take away the expense to get that lead. When it comes to referrals, there is really no expense to get that lead besides the events you're gonna do for your referrals and such, okay? The events that you do for them, the things that you wanna do for them. These are people you already made money from. Okay, I'm strifling on to another video, which I will do on how to maintain an amazing referral database. If you click that subscribe button, maybe you'll be able to see it one day, but let's go back. We're doing Mortgages 101. So recap, we told the client, what are the 4 key criteria that lenders look for. We talked about the GDS and TDS ratio. Now let's carry on. Then we're gonna get into their approval, the number that they're approved for. So Mr. and Mrs. Client, how this is gonna look like is once they get these ratios and all that, your 4 key criteria, outspits a number of what your approval is, okay? So you will know exactly how much house you can afford. With that number, we can know what we're gonna shop for, okay? We'll use my expertise and I'll show you guys what is the best bang for the buck, if you will, and also which area best suits your budget. Because at the end of the day, we wanna buy a house, but we also wanna buy a house that is gonna make you money. Now at this point, a lot of the times they would say to me, oh Rick, we don't care about money. Most people say, yes, we wanna make money. But there will be some people that say, hey Rick, we don't care about money. We just want the best house for our family. I'll reply to that and say, but I care about your money. Say that. They like it and you should mean it. Because they're making an emotional buy, all right? They're making an emotional buy. It is your job to make sure that they're building net worth in real estate. And if that is your game plan and that's what you're gonna do for your clients, again, more raving fans. And then you can just kind of say, look, we will get exactly what you want in a home, but also have a plan on how you're gonna build your net worth, okay? If you guys just simply do this, instead of just handing this off to a mortgage broker, let's look at the other side of that coin. If you hand it off to a mortgage broker and you don't have this conversation, they call the mortgage broker, maybe the mortgage broker is golfing. That happens. Maybe the mortgage broker is not, explaining the whole process like you are. That happens. They'll just say, hey, give me this, give me this, give me that, give me this. They might be busy. If they're a good mortgage broker or lender, they're gonna be very busy doing a lot of files. They're gonna say, I need this, 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 this. And your client is going to be like, what the heck? And remember, your brand is based on how that mortgage broker works. Because if that person is dropping the ball, it comes back on you. So make sure you walk them through everything. So that's gonna do 2 things. It's gonna do more than 2 things. You're gonna help the mortgage broker do his or her job. You're going to be the professional and earn the client's trust. The client is going to be at ease because they know what's going on when the mortgage broker, hey, can you give me your bank statements for your down payment? Can you get a letter from your employer? Tell me how much money you make. They'll say, okay, I understand. Rick explained this to me. Otherwise, they'll be like, why are they asking me for all this stuff? And lastly, it's gonna allow the client to make a firm offer, which is very important in the market I'm currently in, where there's multiple offers in every house pretty much. And it's gonna make the client comfortable on how much their monthly payment is going to be. If you're dealing with a client that's a C, it's a numbers person, in that DISC personality test, okay, D-I-S or C. So talking about that DISC personality, I did a whole video on that. Hit that link in the description, or you can just go to my YouTube channel and just watch it If you're dealing with a client that is C, they're gonna wanna know how much their monthly payment's going to be, including the property taxes and their utilities probably as well. And you can give them the biggest portion of that, which is going to be their mortgage payment. Okay guys, so there you go. This video showed you how to earn your client's trust, how to be an expert in mortgages, and ease everybody's panic about mortgages. Guys, I've been doing this for a long time, and even when I apply for a mortgage, I get nervous. I'm gonna tell you. So it is nerve-wracking, and you just helped a whole lot of people. Look, if you like this video, smash that subscribe button. I'm here to give you guys value. Look, real estate sales is not easy, and I'm hoping I can make that just a little bit easier. So if you had any questions, I know this was a lot to cover, just hit me a comment and I'll get back to you. Take care, y'all.